Morning everyone. We're going to do a live session doing some dynamic mobility, and we're also going to get in some stretches for our body. So let's get started. I'm adjusting the camera. It's a little crooked, but hopefully you guys can see. We're going to be starting off with, you can go ahead and start your watch, but we're going to be starting off with some Samson stretches and Samson lunges. I find this to be a great way to open up our hips and a little bit of our lower legs. So I'm starting with my left leg. I'm gonna bring my left leg up into my body. So think of bringing your knee into your armpit, foot into your hip. And as I pull in my body and holding for a second, I'm gonna take a nice big lunge. As I lunge up and over, I'm reaching over my left leg. So as I hold this for a couple seconds, I'll press back up and then I'll switch legs. So same thing, bringing my right leg into my body, nice big lunge, and then I reach up and over that front leg. My left hip, or my hips are moving to the left. I'm reaching my arms and pulling my upper body to the right. So we're alternating sides for this 1 minute. This is a great stretch to include into your warm-ups, getting your body ready for pretty much anything you're gonna be doing. This is, I feel like it's a full body stretch where I'm getting a little bit of my hips, glutes, then I'm also getting a little bit of my torso and upper body, depending on how long you're able to hold that stretch for. So I'm opening up my torso, opening up my upper body as I open up my lower body, alternating legs. Good. About another 15 more seconds. I always like to use minutes as a time frame, as it gives me a good amount of time to move versus just doing a couple reps. Take your body a couple reps to get into it, warm up, and then as you start to warm up and get more blood flowing, your body will get more comfortable. So now, next minute, we're gonna get into a nice wide stance. We're gonna do Cossack lunges or squats. I'm gonna push my butt back, push my arms forward, get as low as I can, and then stand up and switch sides. Now, if you're not able to get very low, you can see kind of from an angle that my hip crease is above the top of my thigh here. Totally fine. If you can get a little lower, I like to turn my toes out slightly. Hard to see right there, but I'll turn my toes out slightly, I'll push my butt back, get as low as I can. Think of bringing my hamstrings to my calf, hold for a second, and then stand. Same thing, switch to the alternate side. So I'm alternating sides, going as low as I can. If you can't get that low, that's okay. This is a great way to stretch those inner thighs. If you sit a lot, drive a lot, this will be a great way to open up those legs. So alternating from side to side. I will be traveling tomorrow to New Hampshire for the grand opening of 6 Hours Academy and Pro Shop. So I will be doing a live session over there so you guys can follow along on the East Coast. Now, as we go to the next minute, we are going to come down to the floor into a tabletop position. I'm going to do thread the needles. So I'm going to show kind of from a profile here. So if I'm taking a thread the needle, I'm going to reach my right arm up to the sky, twisting, palm facing as much as I can out. Then I'm going to twist and rotate, going through my arm. So from the opposite side, as I'm reaching through, I want to think of bringing the back of my hand to the floor, palm facing the sky, and I'm using my left arm to push and twist away from the floor. Then I'm going to rotate back. So we're doing this for 1 minute here, looking to get some rotation in the spine, a little bit of lower back, mid back, but also warm up our upper body and lower body. I'm showing you guys from one angle, just so you guys can see me and also hear me as well. But twist, rotate through. Again, the more you can use your left arm to press away from, the more you'll open up the back of that shoulder as well. Good, now we'll come back to center and we're gonna switch. So same thing, so start with this position, I'm rotating, trying to open up my front of my chest as I rotate, then I thread my arm through, bringing my shoulder to the side. So again, I'll show you guys as this angle is a little easier. Again, palm facing up. I'm using my right arm now to press away from the floor. Try to make sure your hips don't move too far side to side. You wanna think of stacking your hips on top of the knees and kind of avoiding a major shift. There will be some change, positional, because you're rotating, you're twisting, but the intention is to hold and fight for that position as you rotate through. A little over 30 seconds in. I love this stretch as it opens up the upper body and torso specifically, especially that lower back. Huge to get in some range of motion for your body. Good, continue to rotate. Again, like I said, I'll be traveling tomorrow and this entire weekend, so I'll be doing some live sessions in New Hampshire, so hopefully you guys can follow along while you're there. It'll be a little earlier, but I'll make sure to share it. Good, as we come up, we're gonna come to the floor, or excuse me, we're gonna stand up again. We're gonna get to a nice wide stance again. So, similar to that Cossack positioning where our feet are outside the shoulders, we're gonna create a T with our arms. We're gonna bring our right arm to our left foot. We're gonna twist and rotate, and I'm gonna bring my left hand to the back of my hip and press and rotate. Then I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna switch. So T, reach, twist, and then place my hand on the back. The twisting is gonna open up our inner thighs, also gonna open up our lower back, mid back, upper back. The twisting here and reaching is gonna press and open up that front shoulder. So we're alternating sides, getting a little bit on each side. I love this stretch as it allows us to lengthen as much as possible. Dynamic mobility and dynamic movement is huge for our body. Static is very important, which I absolutely love. I'll static and hold stretches as much as I can, but I'm also looking for some dynamic mobility as well. Good, one more second here. Good. Now we're gonna come to the floor. I'm gonna rotate and so you guys can see this a little bit. This floor position is gonna be great for our lower back and hips. I'll show you guys from an angle. So as I'm in this position, I'm creating a T with my arms, palms are facing down. My legs are bent like here. I'm gonna extend that left leg. I'm gonna bring that right leg up and over with a bent leg position. If you want more of a stretch, you can straighten that leg. Then I'm gonna come back to center, switch legs, bring the opposite leg up, and then rotate over. So as I do this, I'm switching the legs, keeping the leg as straight as possible. If the leg being straight is too much, then all you're gonna do is bend at the knee joint and then just bring your knee to the floor versus your foot to the floor. Notice that my upper body kind of rotates slightly, hips rotate and move, that's totally fine. We're gonna do this for 2 minutes, so we're gonna be here a little bit longer. I like this one as it allows us to sink into the stretch. You can hold for a couple seconds. You'll feel this in the mid upper back depending on how tight you are. Come back to center and then switch. Again, 1 more minute here. We're doing total of 2 minutes here, so every stretch that I've done so far has been 1 minute each. This one's gonna be that 2 minutes. Now you may notice that one side's tighter than the other. That's okay, we do have imbalances in our body, but it's about trying to stretch and work both sides of that body. Good, notice I have a slight bend in my knee, a little tighter on this right side. We have about another 35 seconds. Good. So hope you guys are having a fabulous Wednesday. I'll be traveling, like I said. If you guys have recommendations or areas of improvement for your body, feel free to comment or put them in below so I can check out and see what you guys have and add them into our routine. I like to make sure that I'm incorporating upper body, lower body, full body routines. You guys were able to hear that last part. That wraps up for today's mobility. We spent about a little over 7 minutes doing some mobility today. Again, this was more of a dynamic component, but I'm looking to be able to add in a variety so you guys can follow along. Different movements, upper body, lower body, full body. If you love what you're seeing and you want to see more, let me know, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. If you want more in terms of training, I have a lot of mobility programs on my app. It's $1 for the first 30 days. You can check out the link below in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, but I would love to see you guys tomorrow. Join me in New Hampshire for a live session. It'll probably be in the evening as I get to New Hampshire kind of late, but it'll probably be 6 or 7 p.m. East Coast time. So I appreciate all the support. Have a great Wednesday, everyone.